Rob, I guess a question to you first up. You've had a month since the Island Test. How's the body and where are you at?
Yeah, body's good. Got through a fair load of training during the break and played some club footy in Sydney, so yeah, feeling good.
Just one game, 2 games?
Played one.
You played last start against a pretty good centre, one would have to say. The Springboks offer a different confrontation, I guess. Jacques Ferrier at outside centre, another one of the great centres of the world. If you get a chance to play, what are your contemplations about the Springboks, having seen them the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, they're pretty powerful backline with Olivier at 12 and Jacques at 13. So, I'm sort of expecting typical South African. They're going to be physical. They're going to be in your face, and so I guess that's what I'm going to expect.
Ferrier's size, is that a worry?
Mate, all the Africans are pretty big blokes, but no, it doesn't worry me.
When you say it doesn't worry you, mate, it's when you see the size of these blokes, they've got to be contained. And we just had a Hall of Fame member, Andrew, slacking here before. He said it's one of the things about the Australian side is it's not as big as some of the other teams. What gets said among you guys about the challenges that are in front of you before a game?
Yeah, I don't know, I guess with the physical size of a side, they're big and how they're going to play, so you can prepare for that. And you come up against quality sides every week, and it's just it's more a mentality going out there that they're going to be physical, they're going to be strong, and we just got to be prepared for that and attack that strength.
I guess losing Digby, it's sort of taken away a real line breaker out of the back line. Is there a bit more of an onus on you maybe to be a bit more of a tackle buster out of that outside centre?
That's the 13's role, mate. That's what an outside centre does. So we've got some good ball running wingers too that come in and look for the ball and are hungry for work. So. Yeah.
Richard, do you think that the lack of size is an issue, or can it work, perversely to your advantage late in the game?
Yeah, I think as Rob's touched on there, you certainly know what's coming. I think the South Africans in the first test particularly used the blueprint from 2009, and the Kiwis showed that the games move forward, and particularly their ball movement. Ask questions of the South Africans, and for us, whilst not an exact replica of the way that we want to play, we definitely need to keep the ball moving. You don't want to get into a hand-to-hand combat with them around the breakdown for 80 minutes.
Richard, is it a good or bad thing that they get dusted up by the Blacks? Do you guys go in?
Not quite sure, to be honest. The one thing you do know is certainly the last 2 games have been pretty physical, quite taxing. So for us, we've had obviously 4 weeks off, and it's hard to tell whether not playing or playing is better for you. But certainly for us, we're fresh of mind as well, and we're looking forward to going there and making them work hard.
The old cliche, they're going to bounce back if they've been wounded.
Yeah, well, I think they go into that mentality obviously in every test. It's important, particularly on those away trips, and I think John Smith touched on it the other day about how important it is to get wins away. So they'll have had that mindset in their first 2 tests as well.
How's your mindset going to now? The precursors all done and dusted. I know this is just day one leading up to for this campaign, or this week anyway, but what's the feel? It's fair dinkum now, isn't it?
Yeah, the June tests are very important for us as a team to develop towards the Tri-Nations, and a lot was written about our performance and so forth. But we certainly, as a group, are confident in the way that we're heading, the direction we're heading. Trained well last week. It's important that we transfer that training onto the field this weekend.
We hear a bit about direction and moving forward, but there's got to be a full stop sometime, and it's got to happen, hasn't it? Like, is this going to start happening this weekend? Because even John O'Neill saying that it's time for performances, delivery.
Well, of course it's time. I think the boys, each weekend go out to improve on what they did the week before, and certainly as a group we're always striving to be better, and I think that's evident in all the work that we do. But yeah, we need to play well this weekend. If we're going to win and we're going to get our campaign off to a good start, we need to win this weekend.